what you learned in school. Never mind what your parents told you, and disregard what your friends say. From now on, the only people you need to listen to are these guys. For the next several minutes, they'll take you on a journey through the political jungle. When your journey is over and you're safe at home, they promise you'll be stronger, smarter, and just plain better. So buckle up, hang on to your ears, because your journey starts now.
Boy, I hope she was buckled up.
Yeah, I hope so.
It is a frightening journey into the political jungle. Welcome to another episode of At Odds. We record each episode at the back room at the Doubleheader Bar and Studio. We're in the greater Lansing area in the great state of Michigan. Of course, in the heart of the United States of America, for all you listening abroad. I've got a little bit of a cold, so if I cough or hack or sound a little nasally, it's because I have a rhinovirus lurking about in my body.
Just remember to cover your mouth, please, for my sake and the waitress's sake. And
I know they've already
that guy's sake.
They've already talked to us about that.
Yeah,
no hacking up in the back room. Anyways, today's show, I think we're going to discuss a little bit about the vice presidential debate.
I think so.
Big news. Nobody gives a crap about it. But
I don't know if that's exactly true.
No, I think it is. I think it has absolutely nothing to do with the election. It doesn't persuade anybody to vote one way or the other.
Well, in this case, I don't.
History has shown that. I think I can support that with data. I don't have any right now,
okay,
but I think we could.
No, I agree.
Generally, people don't really put much weight into the VP debate other than entertainment value, and that's what we're going to try to do today is interject some entertainment value. You think we'll be able to do that, Nate?
I think we'll do that. I mean, we're known for entertainment.
We are known for. We're really not known for anything.
No, we're not known for anything.
I don't think we're known for anything.
And I don't know why you people are listening right now.
Yeah, but we thank you. And
yes, we do.
If you enjoy the show, and you can listen to our other show on Spreaker.com. Again, we're at odds, and we'd love to have you listen. If you like the show, tell your friends, neighbors, your pastor, your priest, your lawyer, your boss.
Babysitter.
Your babysitter, maybe your concierge.
I don't have one of those.
Yeah,
I've never had one. Maybe when the show hits big, we'll have one.
A concierge.
I think so.
Yes.
See,
well, anyways,
I would blame that on your cold, but I think you just can't say that word very well.
No, it's the cold.
It might be the cold. I don't know.
But it's not stopping me from drinking nice scotch and on the rocks with a splash of water.
That's true.
Anyways, we'll talk about the vice president what?
I don't know.
The VP debate. Who were the participants?
The participants were let's see, who was it? It was Sarah Palin.
No. Joe Biden.
Joe Biden. Yeah. Joe Biden and Paul Ryan.
Paul Ryan,
senator from Massachusetts.
No. From Wisconsin.
Ohio?
No, Wisconsin. No. South.
Was he
Wisconsin. No.
Somewhere in the U.S.
He's some senator somewhere. Could be a Roman senator.
Was he a senator?
I think so. Oh, Joe Biden. He was some kind of politician as well.
No, I'm joking. Yeah, the VP debate was Thursday. It was held at Center College in Danville, Kentucky. So
love Kentucky.
Not a mile in the air like the first presidential debate was. So
no altitude sickness.
Joe Biden had no problem with the altitude.
No. God, he's got a great smile.
Joe Biden?
Oh, yeah.
We didn't get to see it during the debate, did we?
No, he smiled all the time. He was grinning his mouth.
Yeah, he was,
he's a good-looking man. I don't care what you say.
Smiling and laughing constantly through the entire debate. It was.
He's a fine-looking man.
It came across arrogant, which we
know
he
he did
is,
not.
rude.
No. He had to be aggressive.
He
had to take the young little bull by the horns and show him what for.
Yeah.
And I think he did that.
He sort of did that. Yeah. As far as execution, I think
he's been there before.
He did exactly what he wanted to do.
He has been in a debate before with another candidate. It was like Paul Ryan without a penis. Sarah Palin.
Is that
Yeah.
how that goes? I don't know if that's exact. Well, I guess.
Although I'm not so sure about Sarah Palin not having a penis.
Oh, geez. I like Sarah Palin
I
quite
know.
a bit. And
She's very attractive.
I don't
She's very
disagree
nice.
that they're pretty similar on, how they use logic and reasoning to come up with good conservative values and ideas.
That.
Unlike Joe Biden, who just spouts lies and socialism.
Oh, come on. They're politicians. They always lie.
Yeah, but
They're always
usually-
lying.
they usually try to avoid.
They twist and manipulate.
They usually try to avoid lies that are
Straight out lies.
Yeah, like when they were talking about the attack in Benghazi in Libya on the embassy.
Yeah.
That the debate actually opened with talk about Libya, which I thought was great, and I think it was planned that way because it was probably the toughest issue for the current administration because they've done such a terrible job.
Well,
with
they
it.
kind of effed up there, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah.
And at the debate, Joe Biden claimed the question was, who told you that this video that nobody had seen caused the attacks? And
I'm not even going there as the excuse. We know it was a terrorist attack. I don't think there's any question about that.
well, there was a question. The administration,
but
for 2 weeks, said it was the video
I understand.
and that it was just protests, spontaneous protests.
That's crap. It happened on September 11th.
It did, and that's a fairly significant date for us.
That's
and
an
for
anniversary
Al-Qaeda.
date. Yeah.
Yeah, it sure is.
The point is, there were no Marines at this embassy.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to get into.
And I don't care what political party you're on, you protect your embassies in foreign countries. I mean, if you look at the greatest defense of an embassy in the United States, it was the Boxer Rebellion in China, where the Marines held out these Chinese, well, they'd be terrorists today, but you have the United States Marine protecting embassies for a reason.
Yeah, exactly.
They are the best fighting people in the world.
And there were SEALs there. They were there investigating these weapons that the terrorists got. That sort of, I think.
What do you mean afterwards?
No, that's why the SEALs that got killed. Well, some of them were there with the ambassadors.
But what I'm saying, it was
They were unarmed.
insignificant force.
Well, they weren't allowed to have bullets because it would look bad.
It's
The same reason we don't have a fence there, and any sort of force. Now,
And maybe the ambassador was a little complacent because he was very comfortable in that environment, very comfortable with the people in Libya. He'd been there for a long time.
well, yeah, I mean, if we didn't have
but I heard
several requests from him
Yes,
for more security,
Other than that.
and the notes in his journal where he said he feared for his life,
Yeah.
and it was really dangerous there.
Other than that.
And in the debate, that's what Joe Biden flat out denied. He said they were not told that they wanted more security at the embassy. And he threw the intelligence community under the bus, saying they didn't tell us for 2 weeks after the attack
That's what
that
he's
these
claiming.
requests were made.
Well, yes.
That's what he claims. And
Right.
that day, the day of the debate, I think it was Thursday, it may have been the day before Wednesday, they had the congressional hearings on the attacks in Libya, and it came out from the administration that, we did know about it. They were denied.
Yeah.
So, I agree, politicians spin things. That's what politics is. If that wasn't it, everything would be cut and dry.
You have to protect your party.
But in general, when something within the last 24 hours comes out, you don't say the exact opposite and expect the American people to believe it.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's what Joe Biden did in this case and in several cases.
And my issue, too, was that I don't care if you're, communist, socialist, Republican, Democrat, you protect your ambassadors in foreign countries. That is symbolically and literally a piece of U.S. soil, and you defend it and you protect it. And by God, you better have the forces and the means and the equipment and the personnel there to do an adequate job of protecting not only the civilians that are there, the ambassadors that is there, but it's just the ground that is there that is U.S. soil.
Yeah, well, look.
In essence, every embassy is a piece of the United States.
Look, what happened, Obama came into office, he campaigned on how he's in tune with the Muslim countries, how he would make them be our friends again because every other administration could not reach out to them. He could. He was uniquely qualified to. He said he said the day after he's inaugurated, the Muslim countries will start to love us again. Okay, he said this back in 2007. Did he say that
literally? He said that?
He said that.
That the Muslim countries would love us
because
and I got elected?
If he said love. Yes.
Okay.
He said on Inauguration Day it would start to turn around.
I don't know.
Okay, I can look up the clip for the next show. Maybe the show if you talk long enough, which you probably
can't talk enough.
Anyway, the point is...
Oh, you're such a... Okay.
The point is, he came into this and tried to convince everybody that he would make these countries love us. And then when you have an embassy asking for more security because they're afraid of these Islamic terrorists.
Right.
He knew it would look bad politically for him to put more security forces there.
Because it would be a sign that we didn't trust them.
That's the reason the Marines, anybody that was there, they weren't allowed to have ammunition for their firearms.
Yeah. And I'm not just talking about in the Middle East as far as protection for embassies. It should be worldwide.
Everywhere.
I don't care if it's in Great Britain, Canada, Mexico, our best buddies. We want to have an ample force that can hold off a rebellion, a terrorist attack, or even a frontal assault on an embassy. You don't chintz on that. You don't say, well, we can't afford that.
Well, yeah,
my God,
we shouldn't have an embassy in Libya anyway. I mean, they obviously aren't willing to protect our people there. We're not willing to protect our people there. It's a dangerous place.
That's true in a lot of countries.
They're not an ally. Yes, it is true in a lot of countries.
And
I agree with you.
There's a reason that embassies exist, and it
was actually a consulate, right? It was a house that was converted to be a consulate. It wasn't actually the embassy. I'm not 100%. Is Benghazi?
I don't know for
Benghazi
sure, but I know.
I don't think it's the capital of Libya. I don't think that's where our actual. Is it?
I thought it was.
Okay, maybe it is. I don't know.
I'm not positive.
That's not important. I don't think they were at an actual embassy.
I don't know.
Okay,
I think they were, but if it was, and I'm talking about the actual embassies, I mean, some can be as small as a house and a yard.
Yeah, and that's
some can be huge compounds, like castles, virtual fortresses, and it varies on what country. But we are in a lot of countries that are not necessarily our best buddies, and we don't often get a lot of help from the locals.
Yeah, the capital of Libya is Tripoli.
Oh, okay. So we should actually, be protecting our own people and not rely on forces and police departments in other countries.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Now, look, this thing that what I heard this week was that they were hiring bodyguards for the ambassador. Bodyguards, not security forces. Bodyguards from the local area.
Civilian bodyguards.
Civilian Libyan bodyguards.
Yeah, that's
from
great.
The local area. And, I mean...
They're willing to take a bullet for our ambassador, I'm sure.
Yeah, and it was...
That was sarcasm.
I mean, you needed no education. They preferred same-sex couples, all that feel-good stuff. Which, when you're looking for a Nate. Well, when you're looking for a bodyguard, why does that matter? That sort of thing.
No, it should.
And maybe the education a little bit, and maybe we should have had, military folks over there.
I don't even know. You mean education as far as like the philosophical arts and ethics and philosophy, or education in personal defense?
Well, yeah, that's what's important, right? Personal defense.
I would think.
Yeah. So
are they trained in arms?
And maybe they were trained. I don't know.
I doubt it.
Anyway, back to the debate a little bit.
Let's get back. Okay, that was one part of the debate.
I'm going to throw just a little bit of conspiracy theory out there.
I love that.
Because Paul Ryan would talk. He was fairly reserved, unlike Mitt Romney, I think. But he was interrupted constantly by both the vice president, Joe Biden.
And I think we both agreed on why that was the tactic that Biden used.
Yeah, we did. But also the moderator seemed to interrupt Paul Ryan quite a bit.
Oh, I don't know about that. I thought she didn't really referee very well at all.
Well, really? She forgot.
But the thing is,
I don't think anybody told her that it was a debate and not an interview. She spent the time asking questions. Every time Paul Ryan every time he would answer a question.
She talked a little too much.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Every time Paul Ryan would answer a question, she would come up, well, why? How? Why? She didn't do that to Joe Biden so much.
Yeah.
Now, interesting fact. She married the head honcho at the FCC a while ago, and she hosted Barack Obama at her wedding.
Huh.
Now, she's since divorced this